Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Christian, and this is episode 3 of our deep dive into Oasis's incredible single releases. If you missed the first 2 episodes where we covered Shakermaker and Supersonic, definitely go and check them out right after this video. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Live Forever, a track that became an anthem for an entire generation. We'll explore the song's journey to success, how it performed on the charts, where it was recorded, and some fun facts behind the scenes, and much more. And of course, stick around till the end, because in episode 4, we'll be diving into Oasis's 4th single, which helped them take them to the new heights in their career. But for now, let's focus on Live Forever, Oasis's ultimate declaration of youthful rebellion and optimism. Let's get into it. Released on 19th of April 1994, Live Forever was the 3rd single from the Oasis debut album, Definitely Maybe. Now, when we talk about Oasis and their impact on British music in the 90s, Live Forever was undoubtedly the track that marked their arrival as true contenders for the throne of Britpop royalty. It wasn't just another single, it was a statement, a loud proclamation that Oasis were here to stay. The band had already dropped to Shakermaker and Supersonic, both of which earned them a good amount of attention. But Live Forever was on an all-new level. It showed off Noel Gallagher's skillful writing, anthemic, almost timeless songs. The lyrics of the song resonated with fans who were looking for something raw and real, a voice for their generation. And when you listen to Live Forever, it's clear why it became such a defining track for Oasis. It's a song about rebellion, freedom, and living life to the fullest. It spoke directly to a generation that was tired of being told what to do and instead wanted to take their lives into their own hands. And that's exactly what Oasis was about, being unapologetically themselves. So let's talk about how Live Forever performed on the charts. The song peaked at number 2 on the UK singles chart, a huge achievement on its own. But it wasn't an easy ride to the top. The track was kept from the number 1 spot by E17's Stay Another Day, which, as you know, was a Christmas hit and pretty much dominated the charts in December of 1994. Still, despite not hitting number 1, Live Forever was a massive success and stayed in the UK top 10 for 10 weeks. And beyond the UK, Live Forever found success internationally. It charted in countries like Ireland, where it reached number 1, and Australia, where it peaked at number 4. It was clear that Oasis was quickly becoming a global force, and Live Forever was the track that helped them cross into the mainstream. It's funny, Noel Gallagher has said that even though Live Forever was held off the top spot, he wasn't bothered. He understood that it wasn't about being number 1. It was about creating something that had a big lasting impact, and I think Oasis proved that with this track. Now, in terms of sales, Live Forever was a massive hit. In the UK, it sold over 400,000 copies, which earned it a gold certification. But what's even more impressive is how the song's legacy has continued even decades after its release. Live Forever remains a staple of Oasis's live performance and continues to receive love from new generations of fans. It's funny when you think about how songs are viewed years down the line. Live Forever hasn't aged a day. The energy and the passion in the track is still just as relevant. And every time Noel Gallagher plays it live, it's like the crowd is hearing it for the first time. Let's take a deeper look at where Live Forever was created. The track was recorded at Rockfield Studios in Wales, a legendary location that has seen the likes of Queen, Black Sabbath and the Stone Roses walk through its doors. Oasis, a band that was still relatively new to the big leagues, was now working in one of Rock's most iconic studios. This was a sign that they were on their way to becoming rock legends themselves. Despite the legendary surroundings, Oasis still very much a raw, energetic band at this point. The recording process wasn't all the smooth sailing. There's a famous story about how Noel Gallagher recorded Live Forever riff. It was actually a mistake at first. He was just messing around and then stumbled upon that now iconic riff. It was one of those happy accidents that helped to shape one of the Oasis greatest tracks. Produced by Owen Morris, who had already worked on their previous singles, Live Forever was crafted with a certain grit and rawness. Let's go over some fun facts about Live Forever first. Did you know that Noel Gallagher almost didn't want to release it as a single? He thought it was too good and wanted to save it for a future album. Imagine that. One of the greatest songs almost didn't make the cut. I'm sure we're all glad he changed his mind. And if you listen closely, you'll notice that the song's riff was initially recorded differently when they recorded the demo. It had a different vibe, but Noel once played it for the band. They knew it needed more power. They went back into the studio and reworked it, and that's when it became Live Forever. A Live Forever riff we all know and love today. So there you have it. Live Forever wasn't just a massive hit. It was a game changer for Oasis and helped them cement their place in the Britpop Hall of Fame. It's one of those timeless anthems that people will continue to love for generations. And it's no wonder it's still a fan favourite at every Oasis show. Thanks for watching episode 3. In the next episode, we'll be covering Oasis's 4th single, and trust me, it's another important one in their catalogue. If you haven't already hit that like button, subscribe and make sure you ring the bell so you don't miss out on future episodes. I've got plenty more Oasis content coming your way, and I can't wait to dive into the next chapter with you all. As always, stay tuned and rock on.